Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Xbox catch-up video, getting you caught up on the latest and greatest Xbox news. Now we're going to get directly into it because there's quite a bit that I want to go ahead and talk about. So the first one is going to be Baldur's Gate 3. So we were told that Larian Studios, the developers of Baldur's Gate 3, wanted to release the game for the Xbox before the end of 2023. So that looks like we only got about a month and a half left for them to make that happen. Well, today, the developers posted that they will be getting us the release date on December 7th during the Game Awards show. So I think that it will be Shadow Drop. Now that's just me saying that, it's not obviously anything confirmed, but I think they are going to Shadow Drop it during the Game Awards. They're going to say, here's the trailer, now go ahead and download it now and play. Now of course that's only going to be the digital edition. If you do want a physical edition, they did talk about that one, but that's not going to be coming until 2024. So it looks like the wait to play that game is almost over. Now moving on to the next one, which is that CD Projekt Red, the developers of games like the Witcher series and Cyberpunk, are switching game engines. So it has come out that CDPR is working with Epic to transition to using Unreal Engine 5 on future games. Now I only feel this is noteworthy and worth mentioning as an Xbox news because it's going to help the Xbox as far as the game releasing sooner. And the reason why I say that is because earlier this year, CDPR stated that they are working on Cyberpunk 2. Well, when studios start working on another game, that usually means that they need to hire more developers. And by CDPR moving to using Unreal Engine 5, which is an engine that a lot of developers have used, I mean, I've even used Unreal Engine 5, it will reduce the learning curve over an in-house engine, which in turn reduces the development time and hopefully gets us a game faster. Now, UE5 is an amazing and powerful engine. Cyberpunk already looks amazing, so I could only see the sequel looking even better. Now as a side note, I feel this is why Halo might be moving away from their Slipspace engine and going to the Unreal Engine 5. It makes it where a lot of new devs can come in and get right to work without months of learning the in-house engine, which was an issue that contributed to Halo Infinite's trouble early on. Now moving on to the next story, which is kind of a continuation of the last Xbox catch-up video where I talked about Suicide Squad. Well, today we got some more information about the game, because today was Dev Diary number 1, which they're calling Suicide Squad Insider, which we all know that's just marketing right there. And that's all good, because the important thing is what the video showed. So the video has the developers talking about the story and gameplay, and from what I saw, the game looks fun. Now I know we much rather have another Arkham game, but this one still looks good on its own. I mean, for me personally, it gave me the same vibes when I saw it as Sunset Overdrive, which was a game that didn't review really that well, but a lot of people enjoyed it. Now I know what a lot of people are probably thinking, and they're probably comparing this game to the Gotham Knights, because both of them have 4 playable characters, both of them are open world, and both of them are based on the DC IPs. But the gameplay of Suicide Squad looks fluid, not rigid like Gotham Knights. Now I can probably do a video breaking down more of Suicide Squad and why I think it looks a lot better than Gotham Knights and why I think it's going to be a fun game, but I would have to do that one in a whole separate video. So let me know in the comments below, would you like to see that? Now if you are still on the fence about this game, there will be more Dev Diaries releasing leading up to the game's release on February 2nd, 2024. But if you've seen enough and it's a day one buy for you, you can now pre-order the game at most retailers. So they have the standard version, which goes for $69.99, and then there's the deluxe version, which goes for $99.99, which gives you 3 days early access to the game, so you'll start playing it on January 30th. Now there hasn't been an announcement for a collector's edition, but I'm pretty sure they're going to end up having one, just watch. Now the only consoles that this game is playable on is the Xbox Series and PlayStation 5. Now based off the box art of the PS5 version, it looks like this game might be an always online game, requiring you to stay connected at all times, and I know a lot of people don't like that. But this could just be that, they have some bad information on their mock-up of the box art. So we'll have to wait and see until we actually get clarification. It makes sense if you're playing, multiplayer, but doesn't make sense if you're playing offline. But again, a lot of games are doing that, where even if you're playing single player, you don't want to play with anyone else, it still requires you to be online. But again, let's wait until we get clarification from Rocksteady. Now I think a lot of the negative perception with this game was caused by the game being a games as a service game, and a lot of people are kind of tired of that. Now I know we're going to end up finding out more details about the games as a service part, the battle pass and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure that it's probably just cosmetics. Things that you don't need to get the full experience. Because based on the Best Buy item description, The game will get content post-launch, which will be Metropolis will evolve, new playable villains will be added, new environments, weapons, and in-game events, and more. And the keywords that they say, all included with the base game. So if that wording is correct, all players will get the full game without having to purchase anything else. Now it's up to you if you want to buy the Battle Pass and get the cosmetics. But of course, that's all optional. So after Dev Diary number 1, I'm actually feeling good about this game. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this game? Don't go off of what your previous perception was, go off of actually watching that Dev Diary and seeing what you actually think about it now. So in the last bit of news, I'm going to talk about the Game Pass editions for the second half of November. So we're going to start off with yesterday's release, which was Coral Island. So that released on November 14th. Then we have on November 17th, we all get Persona 5 Tactica. Then on November 28th, we get two games added into the service, which is Dune Spice Wars, which is that RTS game, and then Rollerdrome. Now Rollerdrome is probably the one that I'm looking forward to the most. Not that it's anything great, but that's the one that kind of catches my eye. Looks a little bit different, something that I might want to try out. But like always, when games come into Game Pass, games are leaving Game Pass. So you can see on screen the list. So 7 games in total, 4 of them from EA Play service, and 3 of them are Battlefield games. Now I hear that the reason why the Battlefield games are actually leaving the service is because the servers for those games are going to be shut down on December 8th. So it sucks when the multiplayer on games gets shut down, but it's inevitable, it's always going to happen. But get in and enjoy them while you can before they're gone. That's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you found it informative, but until next time, Assassinator out.